Okay, so today we're doing the eye, and if you look at this model here, the eye basically consists of 3 tunics. The outer one, the outer tunic, which is called the fibrous tunic, and the fibrous tunic is this, which is the sclera, the white part, plus this, which is the cornea. So sclera and cornea, this is the outer tunic. If you open this, you will see the second layer, which is this one here, the purple one, and this is the middle layer or the vascular tunic, and it consists of this part here. This is a choroid. Toward the end, at this point here, you see the ciliary body, ciliary processes, and the suspensory ligaments. These are the ligaments that are attaching to the lens. So this is the middle layer. The inner layer, which is the third one, and you can see it here, this one here, this is the inner tunic, which is called the neural tunic. So the outer is here, the white, fibrous, sclera and cornea. The middle, which is vascular, choroid, ciliary body, ciliary processes, okay, and plus the sclera. I didn't say that. Okay, the sclera is part of it. So that you see the blue here, this is the sclera. Oh no, I'm sorry, not the sclera. The iris. Sorry about that. Okay, so again, outer, sclera and cornea, middle, choroid, ciliary body, iris, which is the colored part of our eye. It can be blue or black or brown, whatever the color is. So this is the middle. The inner one is the neural tunic, which is this. This is the colored part of it. And the other part is this. This is the neural tunic, and this is actually the retina. The inside, this is called the vitreous body. See it here? So this is the innermost one. So this plus this is the inner tunic. This is the pigmented part, and this is the neural part. Okay. When you see something, it will go to the retina here, and it will go to this point here. This is called the macula, and this is the Fovea Centralis. So this circle here, the larger one, this is called the macula, and this is called the Fovea Centralis. This is the most accurate part that we need all the vision to go to this part here. The visual axis will go from here. It should focus on this yellow spot. So this small yellow spot is the Fovea Centralis. Fibers, after the receptors take the sensation, it will go to this part, the round part here, and this is called the optic disc. We don't have receptors in this part, so this is what we call the blind spot. If you look at this one here, all fibers are going to come together, and it will exit through this optic disc. So this is the optic disc, also known as blind spot. Blind spot because we don't have fibers here. Receptors, I mean. You have receptors everywhere, but not in this part here. Okay. If you look at the composition of the cavities, you will divide the whole cavity because of the lens into 2 parts. Anterior to the lens, anterior cavity. Posterior to the lens is posterior cavity. Anterior to the lens, which is anterior cavity, is further subdivided by this, which is the iris. Anterior to the iris, this part here, this is the anterior chamber. Posterior to the iris, still anterior to the lens, this is the posterior chamber. So anterior chamber plus posterior chamber separated by the iris, this is called the anterior cavity, and it contains aqueous humor, watery solution. Here you have the vitreous humor, which is this. This is full of vitreous body. This is a vitreous body. It contains semi-solid structure, something like jelly-like structure. Okay. If you look here, this is the retina, and if you see the serrated part here, this is called the ora serrata. This part here. Okay. If we look at this model here, rest of the eye, this is the upper palpebra with the upper eyelid. This is the lower palpebra, the lower eyelid. And this opening here is called the palpebral fissure. This angle here is called the lateral canthus, and this angle is the medial canthus. Why did you call it medial? It's medially, toward the nose. This is the middle line here. So this is the medial canthus. You have 2 puncti here, this little point here and this little point. This is the drainage. So you have the lacrimal gland, the upper and lower one. The secretions will go through the lacrimal ducts to pour in and wash the eye, and then it will collect here in the medial canthus, upper and lower puncti. And then if you see this pink canal here, we have two of them. This is called the canaliculus. Canaliculus means small canal, and it will gather here, opening to this structure. If you look at this, this is a lacrimal sac, and then the nasolacrimal duct will take the secretion down until it take it to the inferior concha of the nose. We didn't do the nose yet, the rest of the nose, but there are 3 concha in the nose, or 3 bulging. One of them is the inferior, so it should pour down underneath here. Now if you look at the muscles, if you look at these muscles here, the muscles that move the eye, which is the extrinsic muscles, there are 4 recti muscles. If you look at this here, this is to the outside. We have 4 of them that are straight muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is called, not this. If you follow this, see it's going to the upper eyelid. This is called the Superior Palpebrae Superioris. Or Levator, I'm sorry, Levator Palpebrae Superioris. This is the lateral rectus, medial rectus. It's located medially toward the nose. So this one in here. This is the superior rectus. You see, this is 2 muscles. If you look here, this is 2 muscles, not just one. The lower one, which is this one, that actually attached to the eyeball, this is the superior rectus. And this one here, put this back, that's moving toward the upper eyelid, is the Levator Palpebrae Superioris. Okay? Now we have, beside those 4 recti, we have another 2 superior oblique muscles. If you look at this, see this fiber here, this muscle is called the superior oblique. Look, it goes obliquely like this, turn around, and then goes back. So this is the one that can move the eye down and out, and this is called the superior oblique. And actually the ligaments here, or the tendon, will wrap around something. So if you look inside here, this is called the trochlea. So this is a muscle, this is a tendon, wrap around the cochlea, go back to be inserted in the eyeball, and this is called the superior oblique. And the last one, it should be underneath, which is this one here. If you can come closer, this one is the inferior oblique. So these are the 7 muscles that we need to know. Again, medial rectus, lateral rectus, inferior rectus, superior rectus, this one, okay, 4 recti. Now we have superior oblique, inferior oblique, and the outermost one, the most superficial one, this is the Levator Palpebrae Superioris. Levator Palpebrae, meaning it's going to, actually you should put this first, so it goes like this. So I'm talking about this muscle here, the one that you can see first. Don't confuse this with the superior rectus underneath. This is going to the upper eyelid, while the rectus is going to the actual eyeball. Okay? So this is the Levator Palpebrae Superioris, meaning the one that's going to elevate the upper eyelid.